We've got to get some things done in this city. My background and all the things I've done in my life is not one of sitting back and twiddling my thumbs. I will not have to have a long learning curve. Should be able to walk in there the first day and just give me a Diet Dr. Pepper and a piece of pie, a piece of apple pie, and I'll go to work.
One of the big things that people are concerned about now, especially in our area, is more police protection.
Well, and it's a very good point. Last night, I spoke to one of our precincts, the 10:30 shift. One of the divisions were 11 calls behind, and some of them as much as 5 hours since the call came in.
That's just not acceptable.
Well, it isn't acceptable, and there's a lot of reasons for it. Basically, it's a lack of officers. We're short police officers, so we've got to hire and keep them here. They're leaving us after they come. We talk about sidewalks and putting up greenways and sidewalks. Well, what's the good of putting them up if they don't feel safe walking on them? So Crime Watch now is going to become this, what we call hometown security, which is a much expanded way of looking at public safety. And what I want to do as mayor to help people connect the dots, and sometimes we don't, about behavior and neighborhoods and how that affects economics, and it all ties in together. And for some reason in our community, we don't connect the dots.
Well, I don't like crime, period. But when they're illegal in this country, illegal.
Well, we've taken a strong stand on illegal immigration. That must stop. The melting pot is a beautiful process, and we don't want to keep that from ever happening because our ancestors came from somewhere else. But illegal immigration, uncontrolled borders must stop.
Something that all of us, being at this point in our lives, may need an ambulance, unfortunately. And I think the city operates all the ambulances right now.
Well, we do, and having been the head of that area for a long time, I feel very deeply about it. We are short ambulance. We have a unique city, 533 square miles, third largest city in the United States per square mile, not in population. So we have rivers, interstates that cut off neighborhoods, and we have a river that makes you have to go around to a bridge. So it's not sometimes a straight shot. We have the same amount of ambulances, medic units on the street that we did 10, 15 years ago, literally. The bottom line is I am proposing 4 new medical units on the street all the time, which would get us up to about 24 hours a day, and I think that would tremendously help.
Buck, all of us are well beyond the educational system, but our grandkids and everything are needing the best educational opportunities that our public education can provide.
We have gone outside the box on education, and this is really a challenge to this community, that we raise $1 billion in the next 10 years from, not from government, but from private sources. Businesses, small business, large corporations, interested individuals who would raise this $1 billion, put it in an endowment, and in perpetuity we're averaging maybe $75, $76 million a year, not for schools, not for brick and mortar, but it goes to the classroom, for arts, for PE, those things that we never seem to have enough of. It keeps us from having to raise taxes, property taxes, in a good way.
I like that, I do.
I do too. I think it's great.
Do you have any plan for building more schools? I know you said you'd like to have money for the in-school projects, but some of these schools we have now are very, very bad.
When I was in the mayor's office as a liaison to the council a couple of years ago, we passed $124 million. It was my job to get that passed for new schools and improvement of schools. So that's an ongoing process, but we'll have a comprehensive plan of replacement. You've got to do that or you're not keeping up. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I was going to give it to you.
Great comments. Thank you.
I think you can handle it. Number one.